Today we are crocheting this super cute bow, which is a totally beginner friendly project. I'll walk you through it row by row. The pattern text will appear on screen and the video is fully narrated so you can follow every stitch. I've also added my innovative progress bar along the bottom. Pause anytime, come back exactly where you left off. Ready? Grab your yarn and your hook. Let's make this bow. Okay, for this project, we're starting out with our slip knot, and then we're gonna chain on 35 stitches. That's 35 stitches. And then to get started, row number 1, we're going to slip stitch into the second chain from the hook. So this is the first chain, this is the second one. I'm going to just do a slip stitch. I always mark my first stitch. I'm going to do a yarn over slip stitch. So you yarn over, you insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, and you pull it through, just like a slip stitch. Yarn over, slip stitch. So it's really hard for me to do it slow. So one way for you to do is yarn over, slip stitch, and then you hold your work on the bottom here and you can pull it through. But after a little bit of practice, I found that if I turn my hook this way, it actually goes smoother and faster. So you try whatever method you think works well for you, if it's this way or this way. And you're going to do 15 of those stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I just did 15 of these yarn over slip stitches, and then in the next 2 stitches I'm just doing a simple slip stitch. 1, 2, that kind of marks the center of your work. I'm going to place a marker here on my second slip stitch so I know that's where my slip stitch start, and then after that I'm going to do another 15 yarn over slip stitches. That's 15, and I have 1 stitch left, and I'm going to slip stitch into the last stitch. And that was round number 1 or row number 1, and that was a setup row. Now we're gonna chain 1 and turn our work and go into row number 2. For row number 2, I'm going to slip stitch the first stitch and it's going to be back loop only from now on. So this is your first stitch, this is the front, and this is your back. So you're going to do back loop only. So insert your hook into the back loop and slip stitch. And now we're going to do 15 yarn over slip stitches, back loop only. And you know when your 15 stitches are done, because we have marked our first slip stitch in the center, so you will do work all the way up until this stitch here. So I've done my 15 yarn over slip stitches. We here are in the center, so take out of your stitch marker and then use slip stitch, back loop only, into the next 2 stitches. 1, 2. Go ahead and mark your second slip stitch, and then you're going to yarn over slip stitch all the way until the end, until the last stitch. So yarn over slip stitch. And I'm here down to my last stitch, and go ahead and slip stitch into your last stitch. And that was row number 2. So you're going to repeat this last row 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you repeat it 5 more times, and I'll meet you back over here. Okay, so I finished my first piece. This is our main piece. I left a little bit of a tail here, and to finish off this first main part, all you need to do is stitch it in together. So this part will be hidden in the back, so if your stitches are not that cute, don't worry about it, nobody's gonna see it. So I just go from one side to another, go back and forth. Here we go, and then I'm just gonna fasten off these 2 tails, and then we're gonna start on our second part, which is the tail. Okay, for our tail, just like our main part, we're going to slip knot, and you're gonna chain on 21 stitches. That was 20, 21. We're gonna skip the first chain, and we're gonna yarn over slip stitch into our second chain. And then we're going to do that a total of 9 times. So that was number 1. That was 9 yarn over slip stitches. Now we're doing 2 slip stitches. So just pull over and pull through. That was 1 and 2. I'm going to mark this so I know that's the center. This saves you counting too, right? And then you should have 9 stitches left here at the end. So just do your 9 yarn over slip stitches. Okay, that was your round number 1, easy peasy. And for round number 2, let's go ahead and chain 1. And now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go into the back loop only. So yarn over, back loop only, and slip stitch. And you're going to do that 9 times. And it's nice to have the stitch markers right in the center because you don't even need to count your stitches. You know you are done with your 9 yarn over slip stitches when you get right here. So in the middle, we're going to do our 2 slip stitches, back loop only. 1, 2, and then 9 yarn over slip stitches until the end of the row. And that was row number 2. So you're going to repeat row number 2 3 more times, and I will meet you back over here in just a bit. Okay, I just finished off the tail. I fastened off all of my stitches. So this is the part that goes down here. And now the only thing left to do for us is to crochet the tie, and that is like super simple. So we're going to start out with a slip knot, just like any of the other parts. And then you're going to chain 18. Okay, so I just have 18 chains. And all you do is slip stitch all your way through. So skip the first one, insert your hook into the second one, and slip stitch. And you're going to do that 17 times. Okay, I just did my 17 slip stitches. We're going to do a chain 1 and turn our work and we're going to do another 17 slip stitches, and this time we're going to do back loop only. And that's for the tie. So I give myself a little bit of a longer tail, and this is what's going to hold all the pieces together. So let's just assemble. So the assembly part, I feel like, is the hardest part, especially if you use a cotton yarn like me, because it's a little bit thicker. So you take your tie, so you hold your main piece and then just hold your tail just like this, and take your tie and take the tail and tuck it around. Give it a nice little tuck, and then this tail is hidden underneath your tie. So having a long tail actually really helps. So, and then you can adjust it later. So I already put my yarn onto a tapestry needle, so I'm going to do this part first. Okay, so that's a really good start, and I'm just going to fasten off this tail, and let's put the other tail onto your tapestry needle. Okay, now I got the other tail on my tapestry needle, and you just make it look nice and cute, and then you just fasten it into the back. I would work it around a couple more times. All you need to do is adjust your tail and you are ready to go. Now, wasn't that cute? Love to hear from you guys. Leave me a comment if you like this tutorial and you want to see more. I see you guys next time. Bye.